Hi everyone! So today I just want to do a really quick review of the Revlon ColorStay foundations. I have two of them here to show you, and then I also have the ColorStay Aqua Mineral Makeup. So I'll start with the foundation. Some pros of the foundation are that it does last a really long time. If you put this on, it will last on your face and it will stay for a very long time. Other pros are it gives you really full coverage. If you have a lot to cover up, or if you just want a kind of airbrush to look, then I would definitely recommend the ColorStay, just because you can get really full coverage from it at a pretty low price considering. Some cons of it are the color range. I have two because I was trying to match my color, which I'm pretty pale, and I have ivory and buff. Ivory is really pink. Really pink. I mean, if you have pink undertones in your skin, this will probably work for you, but on me, it just looked so pink that it was ridiculous. I couldn't wear this by itself. The buff leans more towards like yellowy brown tones, which worked better for me, but I bought this in winter, so it was still too dark at the time. Now that, the sun's coming out more, it's starting to look a little bit better, but if you're pale and it's winter, this probably won't be the foundation that you're going to be able to reach for, just because there's not a great color selection. And I've heard that from people of other skin tones too, so I think if they improved that, I think it would improve the line a lot. The ColorStay dries really fast as you're applying it, so you can't just like dot it on different parts of your face and then take your time to go around. You have to work on like patch by patch by patch. I would also say that there are two kind of methods of applying this. If you're gonna do really thin layers, if you just want like a little bit of coverage, I would recommend pouring some of it onto your hand and then adding a couple drops of water. Like just put your finger under the faucet and then rub in whatever catches on your finger into the foundation. And that'll kind of lighten it up and not make it such a harsh, thick formula. Or just apply a lot of it. A lot of times what I'll do if I want really full coverage, and this does make you look a little bit airbrushy, so proceed with caution I guess, is I'll just go like this, shake it on, take whatever comes out, and then rub it onto a patch. So you are using quite a bit more, but it'll look better in the end. And I've found that layering this foundation doesn't really look that great. By the second layer, my skin starts to get a little bit flaky, especially on my nose, and it's kind of drying when you do it that way. It can be really drying if you're trying to apply thin layer by thin layer by thin layer. Let's see, what else? The packaging is a little bit of an irritation, just because it doesn't have like the pump at the top, so it gets kind of dirty around here, but that's not a make or break thing for me. I don't really care that much about packaging usually, but it is something to consider if you're kind of afraid of germs, or if you just prefer the pump bottles. This does have the open top. Let's see, what else is there? The thing I do like is they have different formulas for different skin types also. So I have the combination to oily skin for both of these. And it doesn't make me shiny at all. And it doesn't dry out my skin unless I'm kind of applying it in a strange way. It works really well with your skin, but I wouldn't say that it lasts the 24 hours. I think that's a stretch for any foundation. I don't think any foundation should be worn that long also without kind of cleansing in between, maybe at the 12-hour mark. But I don't know, it can sink into your pores if you have porous skin, so using primers helps with that. But on its own, I wouldn't say that the foundation lasts 24 hours. But I still think that the Revlon ColorStay is a good foundation just because for the price range, it will give you extremely full coverage and it will last a long time. And it's easy to layer on top of, so if you have this on, it's not going to move if you start applying, you know, blush or bronzer or powder. It really stays put. Like, once it's on your face, it's on. A problem I do have with that, on the flip side of that, is that when you try to take it off, it's really difficult to know if you have taken all of it off. You almost feel like there's still some residue just because it is so long lasting that there's some residue on your face even after you cleanse it. And I use like a makeup removing wipe, and then I'll usually cleanse and maybe exfoliate, and I still kind of feel like it's there, you know. You can't get rid of it just by cleansing. You have to use some kind of makeup removing agent to really try to get it all off. So that's something to consider. It does really kind of set into your face. So if you like a really light foundation, that's not this. This formula is way too thick for that. And the next thing of the ColorStay I have is the Aqua Mineral Powder. You can tell I haven't really used very much of it. It does feel really refreshing when you put it on. It feels like you just splashed water on your face, which is exciting, but I've found that this makes my makeup cakey within, you know, within the hour. It's not, I don't think it's as long lasting as it should be. I don't think it performs the job that it should. But maybe that's just because it's an aqua powder, you know. It could just be that the aqua formula doesn't really suit, you know, thicker foundations or any foundation. I don't know. I've tried it with a couple things and it does make my skin look cakey. And again, it's hard to find a color for you. It says that it gives you instant hydration with a flawless luminous finish, all day wear. That's a big stretch, I think. All day wear, first of all, there's no way. I mean, it looks cakey and it sets into your pores and your makeup and it just kind of looks bad. Like, if you achieve the airbrush look by using a lot of the ColorStay, this will ruin it. So I wouldn't recommend this. And luminous is also a stretch. It doesn't, it's not luminous at all. You can probably tell I really don't like this at all. But I would say that if you're looking for the full coverage, get the ColorStay. It's probably the best drugstore foundation that I've tried that really gives you full coverage and lasts a long time. So that's my review of that. I'll probably be doing some more reviews of like drugstore things and just everything really. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope it gave you some good information on the ColorStay, and I hope you have a great day, and do please subscribe. It'll mean a lot to me. Thank you. Bye.